Bonjour, je m'appelle Julia Shields. Bienvenue dans mon cuisine. I am so happy that I am able to be here to share this kitchen with you one last time. I want to say bravo, bravo, real women of Philadelphia. James Beard and I sit upstairs every evening and watch all the new videos that you've done. We are most pleased, and we say to each other every evening, bon appetit from the real women of Philadelphia. What was that all about? I'm Casey Guadagnini. Today we are going to make a medley of vegetables. It's called a very merry vegetable medley. And my kids absolutely adore it, even though they don't like vegetables. So let me give you the ingredients. We start off with 1 chopped onion. We are going to have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Naturally, 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. 3 to 4 slices of chopped bacon, and what I do is I take the ends off if they're very fatty so that the bacon is a little bit on the lean side. We're going to have 1/2 of a red chopped pepper, 1 cup each of frozen carrots and frozen peas. So this is something that you can just pull out of your freezer anytime you need to do it. We have about 3/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan. We have 4 eggs. We're going to use 4 whites and 2 yolks and a smidge of tartar sauce. That's it. While the onions are sauteing with the bacon, we're going to go ahead and separate our eggs. Remember, we're going to use 4 egg whites and 2 egg yolks. Now, I like to separate my eggs into a separate bowl just in case you have one that's not any good, or you break a yolk, because if you get any yolk into your egg white, you're not going to be able to beat it up. And we really do want to have nice, fluffy, solid, strong egg whites. So we're just going to keep going here. I can hear the onions sizzling along with the bacon, and it smells absolutely fantastic. Don't you just love? Ooh! I saved it! Yahoo! There are always mistakes that happen in the kitchen. Luckily, today was not one of those days. There's 2 egg yolks. Okay, easy peasy, because I don't know that I have any more eggs in the refrigerator. Don't you hate it when that happens? Whew. Lucky me. I think Julia was looking out for me. I'm having a hard time with these eggs today. Okay, safe on that one. And the 4th one. And then we're going to get them into the bowl and we'll beat them up. But one moment, because I'm going to turn around and give my onions a bit of a stir. Now let me get the last egg white in there. I will set my bowl to the side. I have a little bit of cream of tartar here that we will put into the egg whites after they're fluffy. Here we go. We're going to start off on low, and my egg whites are room temperature. On egg whites, you want the room temperature. They fluff up much better. If you're working with whipping cream, you want that to be ice cold. When this gets just a little bit fluffy, we're going to add just a bit of cream of tartar. Sorry for shouting, but there's really no other way to go about this. Now, cream of tartar is a fixative or a strengthener for your egg whites. Let me just grab a spoon. And normally, you're going to use about 1/4 teaspoon per egg white. If you don't have cream of tartar, again, I've told you this before, but I'll tell you again in case you weren't watching, you can use a little bit of vinegar. What you want is something very acidic. This will help us keep these egg whites up good and proper. I'm not adding salt. As I said, we've got a lot of bacon in this dish, and I really don't want it to be overly salty. You can see we've got good, strong peaks. They're standing right up there. That's absolutely perfection. Okay, we're going to set this aside for just 1 moment. We'll get the eggshells out of the way, and let's check on our onions. You're going to add your red pepper to the onion mix and saute for about 2 minutes. Then add your peas and corn. Next, mix in your Philly cream cheese, add 2 egg yolks, mix them in, and then remove from the heat. Okay, we have have our onions and our vegetables for our very merry veggie medley ready to go. We're going to take our grated Parmesan cheese, sprinkle it in here, mix it in, but we're going to save about 3 tablespoons to sprinkle over the top of our dish just before we put it into the oven. This just gives it more flavor. Cheese and vegetables, heaven. Now, this is what we're going to do. Is we're going to take a little bit, probably about a quarter of our egg whites, and we're going to fold them in gently. We want to keep as much air as possible, so you make kind of a circular motion. Do it very quickly, and I use a big spatula spoon because it's very soft. It's easy to get things mixed in. Then we're going to take another big scoop of this. Do this one more time. Get this all mixed in. What we're going to have an absolutely delightful, kind of like a souffle, but because we have so many vegetables in here, it doesn't rise like a souffle. It just stays super light and fluffy, and it has a wonderful, creamy texture. All right, now in for the last of the egg whites. This really is a super easy recipe, and I tell you, I serve this. I know it's a side dish today, but I oftentimes serve it as a luncheon dish. It's really wonderful, and especially if you have friends that are vegetarians, or you're just feeling like you want to stay away from the meat during the lunch hour, then you go ahead and you serve this as a main dish. Well, it does have bacon in it, so it's not really totally vegetarian, but you could leave the bacon out if you wanted, but then you would have to add salt. Okay, this is mixed up nice and yummy. We've got a baking dish here. And what I've done is I've sprayed it with an olive oil spray, and then I've sprinkled grated Parmesan on the inside. It gives a wonderful flavor to the outside, makes it easy to get back out of the dish. We're just going to pour this in and spread it around, and then we're going to sprinkle our Parmesan on. We're going to put this into a preheated 400-degree oven for between 20 and 25 minutes, and you'll be able to touch the top of it. If it feels rather solid, firm, it's done. It's not going to rise like a souffle. Do not expect that at all. It's going to be about 3/4 of the way up this dish. Now, I hope you can see this because it really is beautiful. We've got red, we've got yellow, we've got green. I was trying to find a country whose flag was red, yellow, and green, but I couldn't because I was going to name this after whatever country had that color flag, but since no one does, it's very merry vegetable medley. Okay, that's my favorite time of these cooking demonstrations. I get to taste everything. This is a recipe that I absolutely adore, and it's a wonderful way to get a lot of veggies into your kids. Look at this. Isn't that fantastic? It's light, it's fluffy, it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to taste it now. Pardon me? Oh, Julia, you'd like one too? Well, absolutely. Attends pour un moment. I just have to have my little taste first. It's going to be very hot. Oh, that's fantastic. It's merry medley of vegetables. I would like to thank you for joining me. I would like to thank Julia for joining me. And I hope you dine well this evening. Bye.